Hi, this is Happy Jiyoung. Thank you for watching my video. My friend is visiting me and then I thought I would make my version of bulletproof coffee, my style. So I thought I would make a video. So how I make my coffee is I'm using this coffee grinder, and then I'm using this bulletproof coffee from bulletproof coffee site from USA, from David Asprey, like this bin, so it's like fresh, and this one is like airtight style, so there's no air and it doesn't oxidize as much. And then they use the bin that doesn't have any microtoxins or a micro like a fungus or anything, so it's proven like a toxic proven coffee bean. So with this bulletproof coffee, I pour here, and then I do like this. Can you come a little bit like showing like this, a little bit close up? Can you smell? Okay, so before doing this, I should have put the water to make the water hot. So I use my pot and then I use special water. I will show you my water style. You can come like, okay. So you can see, I show everything that I'm doing, right? So you can see, can you see like the bubbles, right? The little bubbles, it's making more oxygen. Because I put, also can you see some black kind of a bluish something inside? That thing, okay, maybe I can show like this. Okay. You can see some round something. So this is a special material from one scientist. Can you maybe show my face explaining? So this material is like a patent as a what you call like a new kind of material in the world, kind of. So he mixed like a glass making material with a special rocks that produce a lot of like a vibration and far infrared, thing. So when they mix up together, then they produce more oxygen or like a far infrared wave. So usually they made a lot of stuff. So that one is for putting into, like when I cook soup, I put into the soup, then the ingredients, like nutrition is coming out more. And then, for example, like I didn't care when my friend told me about this thing. Like I don't have to go all the way more than that because I already do a lot of stuff when I make my water. So I thought, okay, that's fine. But one day she invited me to her house and then she cooked rice cake soup. So she made with this and then one without this. So with the thing, so when she made like a tteokguk, it's like a Korean rice cake kind of soup. So the soup is more thick and more white color because the rice something comes out more outside in the water. And then she only put the salt, but taste was really good. So it was really good salt. She just put the salt and egg and then green onion, and then it tastes amazing. But when she made another second version without this stone thing, tastes like a watery taste. So I saw like, oh, different. So, and then after that I bought that. So when I make my soup, I put that into my soup when I boil it, or I put that into my water jar. So I'll show you also like my thing. So this one is a water revitalizer. So usually like I put the alkaline water here, and then I put 27 minutes, and then I start. I'm just showing everything. So someone who's like crazy about healthy stuff, they can see something what I'm doing. So this is making vortex kind of energy, something spinning, and then it's making the water molecule smaller. It's like it makes more natural water that you will get from the mineral water from the nature. So when I don't go to the hot, like a spring water source to get the water, then I like to make my water like that. So for example, you can test too. If you put your green tea bag into regular water and then that water, then you will see this green tea bag will like come out more faster. You know, the dissolving. You know that because it's smaller molecule. So anyway, so it's crystallized, structured, making water and more frequency and more oxygen also and more minerals and stuff. So anyway, so I'm using that water. And then also another one more last thing for my water making. So you can see the heart and love. You know, if you know the water scientist like Emoto something man, so he made a research. He did a research with the water. So when people pray to the water, and then he freezed the water and he put it under the microscope, then the water structure is beautiful, like a really, really beautiful structure. But when people put the like label even saying, I hate you or things like that, they go bad and all that. And you can see from the structure, it's like really bad. So he proved that like the water, they can feel your vibration, your intention and love and you know all that stuff and the word and everything. So yeah, it's really important, I feel. So I try to do that. So some people might think I'm crazy doing this crazy stuff for water, but I feel, you know, I can just leave it like that so it doesn't take that much time. So why not making the best water, right, as possible that I can. So maybe a little bit more for 2 people. Okay. And so, so usually I should boil first and then do that, right? So it's time effective. But today I was a little bit. I don't make the bulletproof coffee every day. It's like a special occasion today. So I'm also happy that I'm not addicted to caffeine or coffee, right? So you can see like air coming out from this thing. So like the container won't have a lot of empty space with a lot of oxygen, so it doesn't oxidize the beans fast. So it keeps the bean fresh longer. So like that. And so usually I use bulletproof brain octane oil. I feel it's different. It's like a faster. They extracted more of the MCT parts of the, like, you know, like usually the coconut oil, they have a different kinds of chain, you know, the whatever that chain, what you call, like the longer chain thing, and they have a like a something, the number, different numbering, and then different number, certain things are MCT part, like a medium chain, like a medium chain, MCT, triglyceride. Can you pronounce?
Triglyceride.
Yeah, triglyceride. Yeah, so anyway, so they have a different kinds of thing, and then you have to extract that part for the best optimal MCT part. So I heard like a certain, like a rate, like a percentage of the coconut oil is that part. So he extracted that like a higher percentage part, like a more effective part, and then they make into like brain octane oil. So when I use this MCT oil, that oil, I think that oil has a like a better, like it is stronger, I can feel. So for now I'll use this MCT oil, but I feel it's worth also having their original version, because I feel like some people say they like they use their own way. You can use coconut oil, you can use MCT oil, you can use brain octane oil, but I have there's like a difference. Like you can experiment on your own. And also some people use regular coconut, regular butter, but I like to use grass-fed water, like butter. So even though we don't see it with our naked eye, but like, you know, it's better to eat the right natural food that maybe in a way it can be a little bit something if I say natural way, because anyway the brain octane oil or MCT oil is also extracted from the natural thing. But anyway, more efficiency, right? Anyway, if I have to eat the natural water, I have to go to mountain and get the spring water anyway all the time. But we do our best, right? With the whatever we can. So anyway, so we can just use MCT, but we can use that and whatever. Okay, so I finished my videos a little bit here and there. Oh my god, talk about this and that and going all over. Anyway, thank you for watching. Still. Another one funny story, like I never drank coffee before, before starting my ketogenic life. So from watching people like drinking like bulletproof coffee, I decided to drink bulletproof coffee. So one funny story that I share, like my first time coffee making, like when I learned about bulletproof coffee, I ordered from the online in USA and it arrived in Korea with this one with a brain octane oil, and then I bought like grass-fed butter, but I didn't know how to do this thing, or I didn't have this machine, right? So I used my blender, like small blender, to grind the coffee, and then I put into my what is it, Vitamix. I didn't know that you have to strain the bean thing, so I put everything. I made it like a smoothie, and I drank right there like that. It was strong, and I didn't know I shouldn't supposed. I wouldn't. I don't like. I don't do that. I'm not supposed to do that. So later I bought this thing grinder. So I learned that you take out the coffee thing, because I like when I go to maybe. I always have like hot chocolate, so I don't see how they are making it or how they are taking out things or like that. So I learn all the new information, coffee making word. So like this, smell. Yeah. And then I have to buy better coffee. So recently I bought this thing too. This is like a teapot, and it has a strain thing. You can put the coffee thing, but still it's coming out. the smaller particle is coming out from there, but anyway, I will do whatever for now, because it's better than eating all these things together anyway, right? And then also when I pour out, I can leave a little bit in the bottom, right? So like that, and then the water is ready. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so let's see. I will just pour water first. Like that. There's a tea leaf. Okay. And then a little bit like if you do this, it's coming out more. And then like I heard from the Dave Asprey talking about fresh like a coffee bean thing. So when you see the foam on top of the foam, that's the coffee oil foam. And he says, don't make the coffee with a paper filter, because the filter will filter out this nice fresh coffee oil. So they don't use filter style. So I use this style too. So usually if I'm alone, I'll do my thing. I don't wait and watch this. I'll just leave it and do my thing and come back. But I'm making videos, so I'm making like putting more attention and time into this thing. Like how do you, like when you put the thing, like how long do you leave it or something?
I make instant coffee.
So you do that thing. Yeah. I see. So you see that manual style.
Yeah, I've never put this much work into coffee. It looks like it's gonna be good, but more work.
Yeah. Okay. I'm kind of, you can see like I check 27 minutes something and whatever. So, okay, my style of bulletproof coffee is like it's aromatherapy style version, I guess. Like who's into salt, like a Himalayan salt. I love like a Himalayan salt. And okay, also another story. So this is like a Himalayan pink crystal salt lamp, and they are like a 250 million year old. They are coming from Pakistan. They have a salt mine called Kevra mine, and 250 million years ago there was an ocean called Tethys, and when the like sea ocean bed like pressed and then like raised, and then it made a like a Himalayan mountain. Like they trapped, the ocean was trapped, the water was trapped, and then after a long time passed, the water evaporated and the salt became like crystallized rock. So they mine from the underground now. So I had a like a salt lamp business, and then so this is pink salt. So if I turn up the light, you will see like this kind of color, and this is also same like a Himalayan salt, but this is like a more, it looks like a transparent style, right? It's like ice looking, right? The reason, the difference is it has more iron and sometimes some mud in it, so it makes the red color. But this one doesn't have any other like like uh, like dust or other thing. It's like pure, more pure parts of the that ocean, like that got crystallized, pressured and crystallized. So with the pink salt, it's nice to make a salt lamp because they give out also negative ion. It's like a cleaning air, but I love the color. It's like 650 to 750 nanometer visual spectrum, gives people feel very relaxed feeling. It's when you look at it, it feels like you are watching sunset kind of feeling, and it makes people feel very calm and relaxed, and it's really, really beautiful at night. So anyway, so this one, this one, I put this crystal rock, I put the water, then they dissolve, and then it doesn't dissolve any longer after certain percentage of the thing, right? So when I make the bulletproof coffee, I like to add this because they have a 48 trace minerals that human body has, and it's same identical whatever, because we are coming from the earth and whatever kind of thing, right? So this is nice. Okay, so now the thing is ready, and then I put the grass-fed butter. Okay. Also, recently I watched a recent update about ketogenic research thing. So I like to watch one doctor called Dr. like a Schmidt from Ann Harbor or something in USA. He's a chiropractor doctor, but he's been coaching and helping many patients, like people like who reverse their diabetes or cancer, and they got better. And now he's doing mostly like carnivore diets and also a little bit like vegetable style. But he updated a recent research about ketogenic thing. Like before he made a video, he said, you know, the ratio of carb plus protein ratio to this fat ratio thing is certain something, but now he's changed to only like you can care about, try to eat like less than 20 grams of carbohydrate a day, then you will get into ketosis. So it's not like you don't have to calculate. You know, in the beginning, I calculated all the things with a scale and checking this food content with the how much thing they have. But now it's easier. If you want to do ketogenic life, you can just think about less, like 20 grams of carbohydrate. But other thing you can do, like the protein or fat part. But also he says, like you don't have to care about eating a lot of fat. Before it was like 75 or 80% of the fat per like your ratio of the daily energy that you consume from like a good fat source, but it's not like that. It was for the people who have like a seizure. It was for that protocol. It has to be very strict like that. But the regular people like me, for example, I have a lot of fat here. So the like our goal is, if I add too much butter or too much oil, too much a lot, then my body will use this fat source for my energy, right? Then I'll have a lot of outside external fat source for my energy. But if I just put a little bit, then if I'm still already in ketosis with 20 grams of carbohydrate thing, then I won't use a lot of fat from outside. I will start to use my body fat, right? Then I will like get leaner and leaner, right? So anyway, so that's new thing. So if you are new to ketogenic life or something, like care about that part and do it and see how you feel. And then intermittent fasting is easy way to do the ketogenic life. So I highly recommend intermittent fasting style. So I'll put this much. Okay. That, and I'll pour this coffee. Butter is melting. Okay. So another story about the fat thing. So some people, when they do ketogenic life, still they are not losing weight. It's because they are eating too much fat. Because the fat is also giving a lot of calories, right? So if you don't consume all that, you will still save the fat into your body, right? So there is one famous ketogenic functional medicine doctor in Korea. His name is Dr. Jinho Lee in Gangnam Pentahill Clinic. So I'm like close to him. Like I did a podcast with him for his Pentahill Clinic podcast. So he's still a little bit like a chubby, little bit looking, little bit. So like he was always recommending his ketogenic life to the patients, right? But patients see him and he's not that slim or something. So they were a little bit not so convinced about ketogenic thing for losing weight or losing fat. But he was always recommending, but like people didn't really believe that much. But I told him, I saw that his staff, they make the bulletproof coffee and they give it to him like all day. So he drinks that all the time and a lot of butter. So I told him, like, if you want to lose weight, you shouldn't drink that much butter coffee. Like it also saves as like a fat if you don't use all that. So he got that tip from me, and then he like regulated how much coffee he drink a day. So after that, he started to lose weight. So when you don't know, if you're not aware of little things that you do, like you can just pass and you don't think about it. But when other people see it, it's easier for us to see and give little tips or something, right? So anyway, and then I put this. They call it brine salt. I'll put maybe 2 because I like a little bit salty taste, because this salt is really good. And when people do ketogenic life, they kind of like, it's different from eating carb life. Like our body needs more electrolyte, so it's good to put that. Then I feel like many people who do ketogenic life, they eat the supplement in the beginning, like magnesium and some other things. But I feel natural way, if you have a natural source, then it can be nice, I feel. So I don't use supplements nowadays. And then I'll put some MCT oil. So MCT oil is break down from the liver, and then they make a ketones right away. And then when you eat, like when you drink this kind of thing with a brain octane oil or MCT oil thing, then you can feel like more sharp brain functioning kind of feeling. But I feel that with a more brain octane oil than MCT oil, like this brand. They say, like people, like they say, you don't know, you can't really trust, that kind of thing, right? So I feel, so anyway, this, and then one more thing that I do as a aromatherapist version, I like to put smart and sexy essential oil from doTERRA. I love doTERRA essential oil. Like usually when you think about essential oil, you don't eat it, right? But this company, they make really authentic, really with a good intention, good heart. They grow in the indigenous, like they grow plants or all these things from indigenous areas in the world, and then they harvest when it's the most potent for healing properties for the plant or fruit or things that we extract the essential oil from. So like they don't put any pesticides or anything. It's beyond organic, and they like send to the third lab test for any contamination or anything like that. So it's so pure, and so it's approved by FDA. This one, for example, is like an edible essential oil, so I eat that. So usually this smart and sexy blend, it has grapefruit oil, lemon oil, peppermint, ginger, and cinnamon oil. So like a grapefruit oil, they say grapefruit oil like is good for lymphatic movement and detox, and also also they are making your body burn the fat, that kind of thing. And lemon is also detoxifying, and peppermint oil and ginger oil is also like warming your body or metabolic, and the stomach is good. And cinnamon oil is also like it's regulating insulin. So if you have a diabetes or something, it's regulating insulin better. So anyway, this blend is for kind of losing weight or a better metabolic like a rate or something. So people working out, or if you wanna like lose weight or something, fat, like weight, not the weight but the fat, this is oil is famous for that purpose. And also I make the like a blended oil and I put it in my body when I go to work out. I like to put it on my body. And then it reduces the cellulite too. So on the thigh and something, people do it. They put the wrap around them to melt their inside cellulite with this. So anyway, I put this. Okay, I'll put like 6 drops. So you will have like a different style of the bulletproof coffee, right? Okay. So, and then, okay, so this is, so it's good to use a blender to blend. Then it makes a micro, like a foaming something style, like butter and MCT oil. So they say you can just shake it, right? You think you can just shake and drink it, right? But it's making difference with this with a blender style, professional blender or something stronger one. It makes a more even, like a smaller molecule, and it breaks down the fat into the smaller thing, and then it goes to our system faster or something, and then the brain is more sharp or something, that kind of feeling. So it's different. There's a more science than my explanation like this. Maybe I'll put some more science behind under my description of maybe Dave Asprey's explanation about why you do that way, or other ketogenic expert explanation about making bulletproof coffee. Because when you know the science, I think I like to know like how it works in science. So like that, and then prepare cups. So usually, so another one thing, usually when I prepare, when I have a lot of time, then I will put like a hot water to make the cup warm. So I already have a water dispenser with a hot water, so I'll make a little bit cup warmer. Maybe I can just do this way to make it warm. Okay, and then I will use this cup too, because we can just use it. Okay. So with the hot water. Over there. Okay. Okay, cool. So warm. Okay. You can see all the foam comes up. Looks so nice. Cool. Maybe can you see the foam, right? So, can you smell the essential oil?
Oh yeah.
So, looks like a latte style color. Not that I know latte well. Is it latte style color? I don't know. Maybe I should put more water to make a more coffee. I don't know.
That's good.
This is good. Looks really foamy and nice.
You know, and it does look latte
Uh-huh.
color,
Uh-huh.
but there's no dairy.
Uh-huh. Okay, so here, let's drink and okay, you drink and I drink and still do the shooting. So you can see how we feel. What do you think?
That is wonderful. Warm, the essential oil
Uh-huh.
tickles your nose. As the good flavor of the coffee goes down.
Wow, I like it. Another funny episode. I did a ketogenic coaching for Korean people for 42 days, and they came over to my house every Saturday. So I wanted to make them like a bulletproof coffee. Yeah. So, but I was in a hurry and a little bit crazy. You know, I'm not very good at being on time. Even at my home, I'm like late kind of style. So I was cleaning and I was busy and my brain was a little bit crazy. And I tried to make a coffee really fast for them. So I put whatever, you know, like, you know, when I make my thing, I know, but there were many people, so I didn't know how much was like exact amount or anything, right? So I thought just whatever, I poured this salt thing and whatever, and I made it, I gave it to them. And then they were like, it was so too salty. They didn't like. Also, one lady or two people, they had a bad stomach. If you don't have a like healthy stomach, they feel like sore feeling, right? So they really didn't like it. So it was like failure to give them like my proud version of like a ketogenic like bulletproof coffee thing. So that was one story. Okay.
It's very good.
Yeah, do you like it? I'm so happy that you like it, and I'm so happy that you get to experience this. Okay, so thank you for watching my all over video about everything, and I hope you know. Like nowadays, I didn't do ketogenic life that well, so you can see my yeah. Okay, maybe you can bring that closer to my face. So the reason I'm wearing this is to show my current state, like honestly, right? I'm gonna do detox and do more real ketogenic life. Like I feel a little bit like I don't do ketogenic life that like really well these days. So I try to order meat or ketogenic food, but they always have an option to have two more side dishes together. Then I eat the sugary, you know, thing and the corn and everything that is all ruined already, right? So I didn't do like really strict, really well, like authentic ketogenic life. So I was having this kind of, when I eat the sugary thing, I have a like a skin problem going on, this thing. And you can see all this thing is from eating sugary thing. When I have a depression or when I have a problem, then I eat like that kind of food. And then I have this kind of thing going on. So you can see right now my state, right? But I'm gonna like, okay, let's say from today, from today I will do like 100% ketogenic thing as a kind of experiment to show you how it is changing the people, right? As a making me as an example, right? So you can see my state now, right now like this, but you will see really clear face when I eat the right ketogenic food and healthy and like a better brain function and everything. So I will show you again from now, like how ketosis is making, like helping people feel best and like look best and healthy and fitter and have a more productivity and peace and calm in their brain and all science. So anyway, this is my kind of sudden, like a sudden, what you call accountability something. So you will see. So thank you for watching my YouTube channel, Happy Jiyeon, and subscribe, like, thumb up, comment, share if you think it's cool. Thank you. Bye.